liquid, then the process is called as sedimentation. Now, let's know about decantation. So, decantation is the process of pouring out liquid which contains some straw, dirt, insects. Liquid or water which contains straw, dirt, insect without disturbing the sediment. Then the process is called as decantation. Okay. vapor comes here faster and fastly. And if I use here a plate, then water vapor converts into liquid form. How? By using condensation. Let's see here. These are vapors. And suppose this is a glass. Then the liquid, the vapor comes in a jar. In